Chair recognizes Mr. Patterson for a motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move the previous question on adoption of H.R. 4.
All right, this motion requires the second of 25 members. The chair has been provided with the written seconds of a significantly more than 25 members. The motion is seconded. 3 minutes pro and con debate will be allowed on the motion for ordering the previous question. Chair recognizes Mr. Does anyone want to speak for or against the motion? The chair recognizes Mr. Schofield to speak against the motion.
Members, some of you are new to this House, and you are new to our tradition of debate. In the House, very seldom is much of the debate on the bill or the resolution. It's almost always on the amendments. We are now going to do something that is usually considered the nuclear option, and people yell and scream about it even after hours of debate. We are going to say no one can offer an amendment, no one can have any debate on this bill. We are going to go straight to voting on it. I want you to understand, for those of you who are new, that is usually considered the nuclear option. It's saying we're going to deny all members of this House the right to have any say other than being a monkey pushing a button. And I want you to understand that members on our side are going to see that you've decided that in the 89th session, that's how we're going to play. We can get 25 signatures too. If that's what you want to do, vote for this motion and shut us off and shut us up. But if you want to have a House that functions, and a House that hears all the members, and a House that is willing to debate by amendment as this House always has, vote no on this motion. Let's debate these rules, the rules by which we're going to run the House the entire session, and let's send the signal that this will be a House that will hear its members and not shut them down, because I know how to get 25 votes too, and I promise you, if you do this to us, we will do it to you. Please vote no on this motion. Thank you.
I find it interesting the Democrats are all smiling. I find it interesting the Democrats are smiling.
The chair recognizes Mr. Patterson to speak for the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, members, guests in the gallery, and those watching on television and online, I stand before you as a representative of more than 210,000 great Texans in Denton County, and I'm ready to get to work on the serious business of policymaking on their behalf. I also stand before you as a representative of the Texas House itself, with members who have discussed and debated in good faith the framework to move forward this session on these House rules. According to our rules, the motion I have made requires just 25 signatures from members in this chamber. I do not have 25 signatures. I have signatures from more than 45 Republicans and more than 32 Democrats, not only a majority from each political party, but a majority of the members of this body. Members who came together, agreed to work toward a solution, gave some, got some, and are ready to get to work. Recently, I went to visit my good friend Jeff Leach in his new Capitol office. Rep. Leach is the first member of my generation to have an office on the main hallway in the Capitol building. For a history nerd like me, it's really cool. As we sat in his office, Mr. Leach talked about the issues that members faced dating back to the 1800s, and we talked about some of the big decisions that could have been made in that very office. Some of those issues are long settled, but others, like transportation, education, and water, are still the drumbeat of policymaking today. These issues and others are serious topics affecting all 31 million Texans that we collectively represent. And I'm glad the policy, which should be the focus of this chamber, will get the focus, the effort, the transparency it deserves this session. Voting to approve this motion and then voting to approve the House rules are the first steps that we can take toward the reason most of us are here, solving problems for our constituents. What an honor it is to be here in this chamber, in this historic building, and to be here with this awesome responsibility. Folks, we're not here to play games today. We're here to get to work, and I move adoption.